Welcome to Kitchen Basics 101, where I teach you the bare bone basics as if you've never cooked a day in your life from the perspective of a mom. I just realized I have like grease stains on my freshly washed apron. I'm gonna have to fix that. Today we're doing a chicken pot pie, and I'm doing a step that you can skip if you buy already cooked chicken. So you can buy like a rotisserie chicken or some roasted chicken or whatever you want. If you buy already cooked chicken, then you can skip this step. But I bought chicken, raw chicken, to make my chicken pot pie. I am gonna trim, actually just gonna pull that piece of fat off. They look really nice and clean. These are thin sliced breasts because my Sprouts has them, so I buy them. So that's just a whole breast split in half this way. And to prepare my chicken, I'm just heating up a skillet with some olive oil, and I'm just gonna put salt and pepper. That's it. And I'm gonna sear them like 3 minutes on each side, roughly. And that's it. While my chicken is sizzling away, I'm just gonna prep some garlic. If you like onion, this could be onion instead of garlic. You could take, dice up an onion or 2 onions to saute in the butter. I don't like onions, so I'm just gonna put an ungodly amount of garlic instead. My chicken's ready, and I'm just letting it rest on a plate while we wait to make the pot pie. If you like onion, this could be onion, but for me, it's garlic because I don't like onion. So this is a stick of butter, and I'm just gonna melt it down on low medium heat, and I'm gonna slowly, super slowly saute my garlic and or your onions. So what you wanna do is more like sweat the veg. So if this is an onion, you just want it to become translucent. So it's a low and slow cooking of the onion and the butter together, and then we're gonna add flour and basically make a roux for our sauce. Onion may take 10 minutes. Garlic cooks up way quicker. First of all, we have less of it. It's smaller. So we're really only going to do a couple of minutes, but you do not want burned garlic. So if you see any of this starting to turn brown, any of these little pieces of garlic, then you need to turn your heat down and move on to the next step. Okay, once our garlic's cooked, we're going to put 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. So this is equal parts butter and flour, because as you remember, I used a stick of butter. So that's 1/2 cup of butter, which is 1/2 cup of fat. And now we're using 1/2 cup of flour. And this is how you make a basic roux. So we're just gonna stir this up and let this cook for a couple of minutes on medium-low heat, just to get all the raw flour taste out of it. I don't like to walk away for this part, so I just stand here and kind of stir it and keep an eye on it. I cook it for about 3 minutes before we add our broth. Okay, I'm using this chicken bone broth, but you can use any kind of chicken broth or chicken stock that you like. And I'm going to use the whole container, which is 4 cups. And then for a little extra boost of flavor, I'm going to add 2 chicken bouillon cubes, because this needs to flavor everything, right? It needs to flavor the vegetables, it needs to flavor the chicken, it needs to flavor the crust. So we just wanted to have as much flavor as we can. So stir well and make sure your bouillon cube gets in there. We're going to add a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, like 1/2 cup or so of heavy cream. Delish. This is just going to add richness to the sauce. Absolutely gorgeous. I want to warm it up a little bit because I'm about to add all my frozen veggies to it. So I'm going to let it come up to temp. If you cooked your own chicken, then while that's warming up a little bit, I'm going to cut the chicken into nice bite-sized pieces. You can see it's cooked perfectly. That was just 3 minutes on either side. And I'm just going to cut it in. I like a smaller chunk. Some people like really big chunks. It's personal preference. Do whatever you like. But I like smaller chunks of chicken. So I'm going to cut it into little like bite size or even smaller. I like there to be like a little bit of shredded chicken, but it's up to you. If you are a big hunk of chicken type, then big hunk of chicken it is, okay? And just remember to save the resting juices from when you sat and rested the chicken that are on the plate, and we're gonna pour that in as well. Okay, for the veg, I'm just gonna use a frozen bag of carrots and peas, but really you can use whatever you want. You wanna use like whole onions because you love onions. You wanna use fresh peas and fresh carrots, whatever you wanna use. This is a 16 ounce, a 1 pound bag of veggies. I did get them out of the freezer like when I started cooking. And then I'm going to add 1 pound of the cooked chicken that I diced up and all of the pan juice that came off while it was resting as well. Okay, I'm preheating my oven to 375 and I have 2 pie dishes. If you have like a deeper pie dish, you could probably get it all into 1 pie dish, but I don't. I only have these shallow ones, and it comes with 2 pie crusts when you buy a box of pie crusts. So I'm like, I really like crust. I'm a big crust girl. So I'm like, I'll just do 2 shallow ones with 2 crusts. So it's like double the crust, double the fun. When I was young, I used to put a crust on the bottom and a crust on the top. Now I only put a crust on the top. So a lot of times people pull these out and they roll them out. I don't want to be bothered. I'm going to be honest. So I don't even roll them out. I just pull them out of the fridge when I start my cooking process so that they're not too hard when I get them out, right? And then I'm honestly just going to like put it right over top of the pie. I'll show you in 1 second. I'm just taking it out of the package to show you. They come like this, so beautiful, so perfect, so ready to go. And honestly, they taste delicious. So if you want to make homemade crust, by all means, do it. But I ain't going to do it. I'm just going to lay this on top. Okay? So I'm just getting it out, 1, and prepping it. But I'm going to do 2. I cracked an egg, and I'm going to whisk it. I'm going to use this as my egg wash. Okay? I always, when I make a pot pie or shepherd's pie or any kind of pie like this, I always wish I had done it a little tighter, a little thicker, but I always put too much liquid. I'm always like, oh, a little more cream, a little more this, a little more that. So it's a little looser than I always want it to be, but that's okay. It's still delicious. So I'm just gonna put a scoop of our delicious filling into our pie pan. Make sure you get a little of everything. Make sure you get enough juice. Make sure you get enough chicken. Make sure you get enough veg. We're gonna scoop these evenly between the 2 pie dishes. See what I mean? Always a little more liquidy than I want it to be. Then I'm gonna put my pie crust down on top. And I'm just gonna give it a little crimp around the edges. The best part about using a pie plate is that a pie crust fits pretty perfectly around a pie plate. Now, sometimes people put a little bit of this egg wash around the outside to make it like stick to the dish, but I like to eat it. Sorry, that was me. And I find that it sticks plenty to the dish. I don't want it to stick anymore. So now I'm just gonna brush it with the egg wash. I'm gonna put it in a 375-degree oven for about an hour, and I am gonna put it on top of a cookie sheet so that in case it bubbles over, which in my case it usually does bubble over, it doesn't completely make a disaster out of my oven. So I'm gonna egg wash everything, the edges, the sides, the top, and I'll probably cut like 1 little vent slip in the middle, but you don't have to cut a vent in it if you don't want to. You can just leave it. But it's a little wet, so I'm probably going to cut a vent so that it can let some of that moisture out while it's baking. I almost forgot. I'm going to sprinkle the top with salt and pepper just to give the crust beautiful flavor. Okay, 375, 1 hour. Let's hope they dry out a little bit. Okay, I have to let this molten lava cool before we taste it, but like, hello, gorgeous. Okay, I'm about to run out of time. I only have like 10 seconds. It's too soupy. Every time I make it, it's too soupy. I put too much liquid, too much cream, too much chicken stock, too much something liquid. So whatever I did, use a little bit less liquid, but the taste is there. It's wet. I love you guys. Bye.